Want to look like an absolute Giga Chad plated in all gold while wielding the power of Thor? Well, this build is just for you. Enter the Golden Lightning Knight. What's happening, everyone? My name is Malcolm, also known as Baytuh, and I'm going to show you all step by step of how to achieve this really tanky and powerful build. So before we get started, if you guys like what you saw, please leave a like, subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter and on Blue Sky at Baytuh, Baytuh. If you want to support me further, I got donation links in the description down below, and it's a pin comment in the comment section down below as well. With all that being said, let's get it popping. First, a few disclaimers. Disclaimer number one, to get this build fully realized, you need to be at least halfway through chapter 7. Now, I'm going to show you all how to get it at least up to like, I'd say like 80%, so you can still, utterly destroy everything and bosses as well. But to get to 100%, you need to get to at least halfway through chapter 7 and fight the boss there. Disclaimer number 2. I don't know why I said it like that. Disclaimer number 2, I highly recommend picking up 2 abilities. If you have any Abyss cores, I highly recommend picking up 2 skills, Force Current and Focus Shot. I recommend it because we're going to be traveling into the Abyss, unfortunately, to solve a puzzle to get one of the abilities there. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Don't worry, I have a step-by-step. Going to be showing you all how to do the puzzle. It's easy, but it'll make it even more simple if you have Force Current and Focus Shot, and bring a lot of arrows too. Alrighty, with all those disclaimers out of the way, let's just jump into it. Billy D, please don't sue me over that. Now, let's just go ahead and get the most annoying aspect out of this build out of the way, handling the Abyss puzzle so we can get Lightning Surge and so we can unlock Imbue Element, because those are like the main, like one of the 3 main components to this build. A lot of this is already pre-recorded, so you're not going to hear me commentate all that much throughout this video. But I'll add in some commentary if needed. So first we're going to head to, that's it first. First, we're going to head to the Scholar Institute, but not the Institute itself, the Abyss that's above it. You should already unlocked it by chapter 4 because you have to go up there, at least for like the first like 10% of it. We have to like go through and finish the rest of the Abyss that's over there. This is why I said make sure you get Focus Shot and Force Current. It makes things so much easier for this one. So yeah, just follow what I'm doing on screen step by step, and you should be done in no time. At least this build centers around lightning and whatnot, and not the fire strike one and fire, because I already got it by the time you guys are listening to this. But boy, oh boy, Batman, it's the puzzles and that Abyss is the most, mind-numbingly just, I don't like it. I don't. I mean, I really don't like none of the Abyss stuff in this game, but the ability is really cool though. So plus that you have to fight a boss as well, and he's the most annoying boss in the freaking game. He flies around. Actually, no, I think that's for the ice one. Either way, he sucks. Alrighty, these next two areas are a little bit tricky because they're archery challenges, but they're also timed at the same time. That's why I said make sure you have focus shot with you and you have a lot of areas with you as well, because you basically have to shoot multiple targets around kind of at the same time so they light up so you can move on to the next thing. I know the first one right here is pretty easily, but they multiply once you continue on. So yeah, you have about like 2 to 3 seconds to have them all light up before they switch off. It is something. Trust me, this is nothing compared. Like I'd say so far, this is like the easiest abyss puzzle, or the easiest elemental abyss puzzle to get or to go through. Whereas the fire one is Jesus, it's something else. I'm hopefully to have a video out in the next few days showing the locations where to get all the elements. I have fire, ice, and lightning. I have no idea where to get the wind one though. I'm still looking for that. Alrighty, we have lightning surge. That means we can unlock imbue element as well. So I highly recommend doing that. And now let's move on to the second most challenging, I'd say annoying one. Getting the sword, getting the weapon that goes along with this build. So I highly recommend making a save right here and fast traveling out, or continue on to the abyss until you get to another fast travel point. Because if I'm not mistaken, if you fast travel out right here, right now, and you want to come back and finish the rest of whatever abyss is up here, you're gonna have to redo this puzzle right here. But like I said, it's pretty simple. All right, moving forward, it's time to get the second challenging item on our list, the weapon, the sword. Now I highly recommend bringing as many polymer pills as you can make. Also get lots of food as well, because you're going to be fighting a boss to get the weapon. He's a fairly, I would say, I'm not gonna say easy, but he's not all that challenging. You can actually like face him like you would face like a Souls type of enemy, a Souls type of boss, you know, given how wonky and terrible the camera can be during boss fights in this game. So that's pretty freaking good. It's a really cool like boss fight, but the camera just like it's a boss as well. So I'm playing Ninja Gaiden Black, one of my favorite games of all time. All right, so we're gonna start at Dominus, like around this area, and basically you're just gonna follow my cursor, make your way through the Golden Plains. You just keep going all the way here until you cross here, about right here to the Dry Wind Valley, pardon me, and you're gonna go down. You're gonna go down south. So like I said, Dominus, go up north a little bit, go east to Golden Plains. You keep going, pick up these Abyss Nexus as well for fast traveling. Cross this little river here, and you want to head down south of Dry Wind Valley. Go down, there's Abyss Nexus right here, and our main target is Marin's outpost. That's where the boss is. Now you can either fight all the enemies around the outpost, or you could just run straight into the boss. So like I said, highly recommend getting polymer pills and have some food as well. Make sure there's a fast travel point right here, also a little further southwest, I'd say, so you can fast travel back to Hernan, get some food, and also refine your equipment as well to help you during the fight. It's not super hard. He has some things that you could just easily get out the way. His moves are very readable, but just a recommendation. I highly recommend bringing, if there's a weapon I recommend actually getting for this fight, Darkbringer. Darkbringer is an excellent weapon against this boss. Alrighty, the boss is down and we have his weapon, the Electro Mecha Longsword, which is the most anime weeb thing ever, but I freaking love it. I love it so much. This weapon is really awesome and pretty damn OP. It's unfortunately you can't refine it, you can't upgrade it because it comes with lightning affinity already with it, which is, you know, one of the main components to this build, lightning attacks and whatnot. So it does really great damage, plus 27. Lightning affinity already comes with it with every single slash and whatnot. Plus it has the ability, it comes with like 3 charges where each time you attack an enemy, it sends out like electrical surges that'll attack. It's not a big AoE, but it does, you know, extra lightning damage to some surrounding enemies, which is really cool. And it recharges pretty quickly as well. So whether you attack with RB, RT, any of the stabs and whatnot, turning slash, it's really freaking good. Alrighty, now all the those 2 challenges are out of the way. The rest is getting the golden armor, and it's easy sailing from here. Basically, you don't have to really fight any enemies unless you want to. You can run past them, activate the stuff, and get the armor. So yeah, let's get it popping.
Bad luck.
Okay, so we have all of the armor, the weapon, the skills to become the Golden Lightning Knight, but we can make it even better, even more stronger, the 100% like I was talking about earlier. Like I said, I could get you guys at like 80% greatness when it comes to this build before chapter 7. Like I said, at this point, you could already wreck a lot of bosses and a lot of enemies, but we can make it even more freaking better. I highly recommend refining this this armor as well. At this point, it's already like refinement plus like 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that. I already refined it more, so I totally forgot what it started with, but it's already has a lot of refinement on it, a lot of defense. It also has a lot of abyss cores on it, like defense, damage reduction and defense. I highly recommend keeping those. If you have even more damage reduction ones or defense ones, I highly recommend putting those on. Or if you have like +1 attacks and whatnot, put that and slot that bad boy in as well if you can. I decided to go with the defense one to become even more tanky, but that's just me. Wherever floats your boat. But like I said, let's get this bad boy to 100% and make this build even freaking better, and so it can do even more damage and even more lightning goodness. So like I said, you're gonna have to get through halfway through chapter 7 and fight the boss Ludwig. Now this boss is super annoying. Highly recommend bringing as many palmer pills as you can, as much food as you can, reinforce your armor, your gear and whatnot to high heavens, because this boss is annoying. Not only does he hit super hard, he's also super fast and he jukes all of your attacks, so it can be very annoying. So once you beat this boss, you get some of his gear, you get his cloak and his boots. The boots is the most important thing we want. Now we don't want the boots itself, we want the abyss core that's slotted on there. Orbs of lightning, imbue lightning, that's the abyss core to take this build to 100% greatness. Basically, if you do your turning slash ability or do your RTB, I believe, or is it RTA, that does your special lightning surge move that we got in the abyss, that it'll send out these orbs of lightning. It does AoE damage. If you add that on top of the electro mecha longsword we got from that one robot dude boss fight with the turning slash imbue lightning attack, we're doing like 3 times as much lightning damage to enemies. It's so freaking good. I mean, watch what we could do to a boss later on in this chapter, Mudon or whatever his name is. It does really great damage. It does great AoE damage. It's just a force to be reckoned with. Alrighty, that just about does it, everyone, for this Golden Lightning Knight build. Thank you for watching this and thank you for joining me for this build video for Crimson Desert. I have a few other Crimson Desert videos on the list, some other build things that build crafting I want to do for Crimson Desert, so be on the lookout for that. I am in the middle of my Crimson Desert walkthrough. I would say I don't think I've posted part 4 of my walkthrough yet, but I would say by the time this video goes live, part 4 should be live. But yeah, I'm playing through the main story and whatnot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually enjoying the game a lot more now, even though it took me dozens of hours to actually, you know, cut through BS and find some fun in it. It takes my my rating from like a 6 to like borderline 7 out of 10. But I really enjoyed the build crafting that you could pull off in this game. So yeah, I have some more Crimson Desert content coming to you guys, so make sure you all like, subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter and on Blue Sky at Beta BAYTUH. If you want to support me even further, you could do so in the description down below by clicking on those links, or in the pinned comment in the comment sections down below as well. And with all that being said, I will see you all next time. Thank you all for watching.